gets in his own right hand. Adams back with a couple of body shots. And there's a look at the energetic Paulie Ayala as he prepares for his first assignment at the 126-pound level. His first fight against a full-fledged featherweight, and he picked one of the tallest and hardest punching featherweights of them all for his first opponent in the division.
And physically one of the biggest too.
But Ayala says no problem. He's slower than I am, and that is going to be the difference in the fight.
Yeah, the left hand up and down. When he goes down, when he bends down, jab him. Get some air. Don't.
You always hope that preliminary fights give a jolt of electricity to a night like this, but it looks like Ayala and Morales will have to provide all of their own power.
Yeah, because this is more like a jolt of Valium so far. Harold, how do you have it?
I'm just waiting for somebody to get off. Jim, I got it 3 rounds apiece, 57-57. I thought Goody Espadas did well in rounds 2, 3, 4, but in 5 and 6, Bones Adams started to pick up the pace, open up a little bit, bang the body real good. Goody tried to land that right hand over the top, but Bones landed the better body shots to win rounds 5 and 6 and even it up.
I have it 3-2-1 for Adams.
7 rounds into a scheduled 12 of what has been something of a sleeper fight.
Well, when you fight a guy like Bones Adams who likes to fight in spots and lay back and rest, you have to make him fight when he wants to rest. That's the key to victory. And Paulie Ayala was one of those guys who did that. He made him fight the entire round.
As we mentioned before the fight, Bones, recently divorced, single,
and happy.
Eager to try to launch. Oh, big right hand by Espadas. He's not a power puncher, but that stunned Bones Adams. Espadas tried to follow up with something. He catches Bones Adams with a left hook. And now Adams catches him with a right hand. And the fight has begun. All of a sudden, midway through the 7th round, a fight breaks out at the Mandalay Bay Event Center.
The right hand by Espadas made Adams desperate to come back with something as Espadas got eager to follow up.
This is the way Espadas should fight the entire fight at this pace. Even if he gets hit, he's going to have to make Bones fight consistently. You can't let Bones rest.
This is the way Espadas looked in the 3rd round when it appeared he was going to rake Bones Adams with his right hand all night. There we go. Another follow-up left hook landed.
Hands free, hands free.
And lots of it.
Now this is what Espadas should keep Bones doing. Because Bones, even though he's doing very well in these exchanges, he's still fighting at a faster pace than he wants to fight at.
Take some air in. Okay, breathe deep breaths. Yeah. That's it. You're doing good, my friend. You're doing great work. Perfect.
Making a guy miss 2 or 3 times and you just pull out. You're going to make him miss, you make him pay, man. You got to gamble. We getting behind and behind. You hear me? I don't want to get to the point we have to knock him out, man, but you better get started working, man. Yo, come on, son. We got to go.
Here is that exchange which was initiated by a right hand that suddenly changed the tempo of the fight because Espadas was trying to follow up on it and ran into some punches of his own, so that a fight briefly
took place.
Yeah, that one right hand and the action that followed it woke up hundreds of spectators in the cheap seats up at the third deck. Alarm clocks went off all over the arena. In round 7, by CompuBox numbers, Espadas connected on 16 power punches to only 6 for Bones Adams. Looked like an Espadas round. Bones telling anyone and everyone who'd listened yesterday that he wants to launch from long distance and without ever having met her, a romance with Winona Ryder. Let's see if he can steal the fight and make a statement.
Why did you use the word steal?
Well, power of suggestion, I guess. Forgive me, okay?
We're shopping for a storyline here.
We're trying to shoplift the storyline because they ain't enough happening in the fight again. They've gone back to fighting the way they did. Well, there's a little action.
If Bones would operate with his left hand a lot more to the head, I think he would be much more effective because he does land his jab when he throws it once in a while and his left hook.
Fighters taking turns counter-punching. My turn to counter, now your turn to counter. Espadas hasn't landed much of anything in this round.
No, he's waiting. He's looking for that perfect right hand instead of shooting more left hooks in the meantime and jabbing.
Bad
right hand followed by butt.
Yeah, and now there's blood over Bones Adams' left eye. And once again, he's the victim of an unintentional headbutt that causes a cut in the fight. It happened against Paulie Ayala in their first fight.
Let's go. Be careful. Let's go. Time in.
He was cut in both fights against Ayala, and he was cut in the same place over the left eye in both fights. And how much of a compromise for Adams now with the blood pouring into his face?
Well, at least it's not at the end of the eye, but it's right near the center of the eyebrow. I think it's a little closer to the center of the face.
Oh, you all right? Come on, Bones. We got to get this off the combination inside, man. Just let your hands go, man. Not no one punch up top. Deep breath. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got to head these rounds.
There's nothing, but you got to go and win the rounds, baby.
Let's go get it, Bones. Come on, rounds, baby. Show me some grit, man. Come on.
Can't hold nothing back.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Here is the butt.
Go, seconds out.
Following the right hand, the combination of a right hand followed by Espadas' head.
Not to mention that he pulled Espadas' head into him with his left hand. In the 8th round, CompuBox numbers, Espadas back down to only 48 punches in the round, throwing the same number he was throwing during many of the slow earlier rounds. Bones Adams threw 58 punches in the round, landed 16. Espadas had 13 lands. Very hard round to score. That was the kind of round that demonstrates to you that it's not always easy to be a boxing judge and try to decide who's a winner and who's a loser in fights like this.
Especially with this type of a fight.
This is the kind of fight where once the decision is announced, if there's a winner, it's automatic that the other guy's going to complain.
Yes.
And both of them would be wrong
to complain.
Yeah.
So to you, this is the classic draw call, right?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a draw. I think Espadas has moved ahead at this point in the fight. But neither one certainly is making a case for himself about fighting anybody else above them in this division.
Right. When you look at the Barreras and the Moraleses and a fighter like Manny Pacquiao who might be coming up into this division, those guys just have considerably more fireworks in their game.
And you know, Espadas, I hate to say it, but it seems very much the delivery of his punches and his body rhythm looks very amateurish a lot of times. So like a tall, gangly amateur kid. Bones, who was supposed to train for 12 weeks for this fight, I thought would have been throwing a lot more punches, being a lot more assertive because of his condition factor.
Well, he's 28.